After last week's typhoon, you can see the tree roots are exposed because so much sand washed away. Well, the torrential rains really took a lot of sand out of here. We'll come over here and look at this mess in a second. Seems to be an unfortunate side effect. There's some drainage here. It probably was, a drain pipe that already came out, but it was buried enough in the sand that you didn't see it. It does smell like gray water, almost open sewage, but not quite. So it's pretty funky. Going right out into the beach, out into the way. That is unfortunate. It looks like this piping was already here, so I think it just dumped underneath the stand and seeped out into the water, and we weren't supposed to know about it. The smell is pretty ripe. This is directly in front of our hotel. So they do need to come in. Maybe they need to get some more sand somewhere and fill all this back up, because there's a lot of sand missing.
Actually, doing something about the drainage issue would be a better fix, but covering it up would be a start.
The weather's not too bad. It is overcast and a little drizzly, which it's not supposed to be the week of Christmas. This is supposed to be bright and sunny. But we've had a last minute couple typhoons come through. Such is life. But we're still having a good time. The weather's cooler, so that's a good thing. A bunch of people wearing hoodies. I am not. But water's not rough. It looks pretty clean. So it's still fun on the beach.
Last week it rained so much during the typhoon they had to close D Mall. There's still a bit of repair going on, so it's a little messy. This is usually much nicer. Overall, they've cleaned it up pretty well. You can see on some of the shop windows, if I can draw this arrow, you'll see the water line of how high the water went last week. I can imagine this entire mall is about 1.5 feet deep. So they closed it, and the shops had to do a lot of cleaning to get out the water, the sand, all the mess. They've done a good job.
You can see there's some, the sand is all cut away here. There was a big washout here. Most of the beach is actually in pretty good shape, but you can see some sections like this where the sand was up much higher a week ago, and as the water comes rushing through here, it just cut a swath out to the beach. But they've come through and smoothed it out pretty well. I don't know if they're going to bring back any sand to fill it back into what it used to be. Probably not. But it's not. This is actually one of the worst sections for the walking. Most of it's really not bad. With the pictures I saw last week, I expected it to be a lot worse. Most of the path is pretty good. It's only 6:30 in the morning. Everybody's out sweeping the sand. Everybody takes care of their own section in front of their store or hotel. They clean up the trash, and they just clean up their own area. It keeps it pretty neat. The vendors are getting their shops set up, and even the mamsers aren't bothering me. It's early enough. All they're doing is saying good morning. And because it's Christmas Eve, I get a few Merry Christmases. But nobody's even selling anything this morning. You know it's early. But the only real difference is there's some areas where the sand used to be up to the sidewalk, up to the shops. And it's a little low. But overall, it's not bad. This is the worst part of the beach right here. Anywhere there's the little alleyways, water comes rushing through like a river and just washed out tons of sand. This one's exposed drainage pipe, which probably shouldn't be here. Kids are playing in it, and that is which gray water at best, sewage at worst. It's probably just regular gray water. It smells like sewage. Really nasty. Going right out. I think that was buried under the sand and we didn't know it was just dumping and still leaching out into the water. Hopefully this is on somebody's to-do list on things to fix. I'm out on a morning walk. You might see bags of trash everywhere behind me. It's a daily thing here. It's actually pretty good. They just gather their trash, and as they sweep the beach in the morning, they gather all the old scattered stuff. And then each morning, a truck comes by. I think I hear it sneaking up behind me and picks up all the trash. So if you're out here at 6:30 in the morning, it's not the best view. But most people are not out at 6:30 in the morning. The bags of trash are not out here during the day. They keep them all in their shops. They bring them out right before the truck comes. It works pretty good. What is it now? Almost 7 now, so it's getting more crowded out here. People are getting their breakfast in before they go do their sailing, snorkeling, island hopping, what have you. No, thank you. See how simple that was? He said dry bag. I said no thank you. And that was it. I don't find them pushy. Everyone says they're pushy. Maybe I just have that look like I'm not going to spend any money. I don't know. Do I look like a cheap Charlie? I'm not one. Maybe I look like one. Or maybe just after living here 5 years, I've learned how to say no, and they believe me. Whatever. Trying to walk out my pulled muscle. It's not working. Oh, this hurts. I'm about done with this walk. I'm gonna cut it short. I'm only doing 3 kilometers, I think. I may end up having to get a massage, just trying not to, because most of the massages here aren't very good. But I pulled my leg real bad yesterday. Made a popping noise it shouldn't make as I went flying off the paddleboard. Beautiful wipeout. Sorry I didn't get it on video. So, another beautiful day. Having a white beach Christmas. It is the morning of Christmas Eve. And they have set up huge tents for their buffet. Their buffet tonight is $1,800 a person. That's $36 American. No thank you. And I read the menu. It's an Italian restaurant, and the menu is almost 75% at least just standard Filipino fare with some spaghetti and fettuccine. I wouldn't call that an Italian restaurant. You know, they're going to start throwing out some ravioli, manicotti, lasagna. I might pay for it. What they're serving? No freaking way. So enjoy your morning wherever you are. My morning's pretty good, and the weather's gotten really nice. It's just getting hot already at 7 o'clock. Last couple of days have almost been cold. It's been really overcast and chilly. I liked it. And coming up, the day gets much better. Enjoy your day in paradise.